Hello everyone, welcome back to another style guide. Today guys, I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to use slugger style. So yeah, let's get right into it. Slugger guide, boom. Whoever steps in first gets in first. Whoever steps in first gets in first. Whoever steps in first gets in first. Alright guys, you're probably wondering how to use slugger style. Well, let me tell you guys. If you have 70 to 100 ping, slugger style is the perfect style for you. Alright, so tip number 1 is obviously use the M1s as obvious. You don't have high reach on the M1s. They're kind of easy to perfect dodge and predict, but if you time them randomly and kind of just land them from a distance like that, boom, you can easily set up your M2s. Don't really spam them against the guard and stuff because that doesn't do a lot of damage overall, and you waste a lot of stamina that way. However, if you just tap him like this, just kind of reach him and then M2, that works really well. Boom, boom. Let me show you how that looks. So you're gonna want to dodge or dodge. Boom, M2, bam. Set up M1, M1, M2, bam, M1. M2, bam, like that, perfect. Tip number 2 is obviously do different time intervals on your M2s. Don't use your M2s at the same timing every time because they're gonna be predictable. Now what you want to do is you want to use your M2s like this. Just tap. Oh, he has counter, so he's dangerous, guys. But normal tap works. That's like for closer range. And there's also the big ass wind up one, which is this, which is kind of harder to land at close range, but works after like this. Boom, like that. Boom. You can kind of get them to run into your M2 as well. I'm gonna kind of try to do that real quick. See, he's kind of like trying to dodge it and spamming. I'm just charging it fully. But if you charge it fully too close, you're gonna get hit and it's gonna cost a lot of damage to you. So don't suggest really doing that. That works though. The perfect right there. Perfect right there. Perfect one. Alright, original gangsters, let's move on. Tip number 3 with slugger is you gotta be a bit passive and aggressive at the same time. So you're gonna wanna, kind of dodge most of the time. You're gonna wanna keep at a distance, just kind of back off, back foot fighting. Just dodging and just M2ing like a maniac. If you really want to apply pressure, just stand in front of them like that, dodge the hits and block and M2. Like literally, just stand in front of them. M2 when you can, boom. Oh, counters a pain in the ass to deal with. Boom, like that, boop. Bop, 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 bop. That would have broken his guard, but we're good. Boom, bam, bam. Now counters are a hell of a pain in the ass to deal with, but that's okay. Boom, like that, easy, simple, nice and simple like that. Boom, easy. See, I'm just kind of being here in front of him, but I'm kind of being passive and waiting to like time him properly. So it's kind of a passive style, but not really. Alright, let's see what we also can yamble about. Alright, so with slugger, your main points are dashing forward and backward because you have a very strong dash forward and a very strong dash. So if you need to like run, it's very easy to do so. But if you need to like get close to him like that, easily closes in the distance. Just don't run into hits. Bomb. Timed right. You can clearly see here we're using some of the tips. We're doing random timed intervals on M1, and that's kind of predictable at this point. We gotta change it up now. Bam, big M2, bam, M1, M2, bam, like that, boom. Stand in front of him, bait him in, dodge, blah 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 blah. You get the point. Boom. It's very easy to dodge with slugger. Slugger has very good dodges to the side. If you need to perfect dodge with slugger, very easy to do that. You just can't spam really, otherwise you'll end up messed up. So, boom. Well, you gotta be careful against some styles like counter because they're really freaking fast. So other than those few tips, the rest is pretty much all the same. You just gotta time your hits, keep your distance, do your stuff. Pretty much the same thing as I say in every single style tutorial. But let me warn you of some things with slugger because slugger needs some warnings. Even though it's very OP right now, I need to warn you of a few things. So the one thing you need to be aware of before we start, slugger has a few weaknesses, right? So the few weaknesses to slugger are counter, ghost, and a few others. But mainly you're gonna want to watch out for ghost and counter because those really have good M1s. Bullet as well, but not really that much because bullet, bullet has a slower M2, so you can M1 faster, I think. But yeah, definitely you gotta be on the lookout for ghost and counter because they will literally shred your HP in like a matter of seconds. So right now we gotta hop in poison again. Now let me demonstrate you guys how to properly use slugger with all these tips. And yeah, I enjoyed the little fang. You know what I'm saying? I do my own thing like that. Alright guys, thank you for watching the tutorial. I hope it helps you. And let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you have any other useful tips to share, yeah. Thank you for watching and goodbye.